Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of civil engineering to uncover some high-paying career paths you might not have heard about. We're talking about those specialized niches where your skills are in super high demand, which equals some pretty awesome earning potential. Whether you're a student trying to figure out which engineering path to take, or you're already out in the field and thinking about switching things up, stick around because you won't want to miss this. Alright, let's kick things off with a bang. First up, we've got forensic engineering. Now, if you've ever been glued to those crime shows where they analyze every little detail to solve a mystery, this one's for you. Forensic engineers are like the detectives of the engineering world. But instead of fingerprints and DNA, they're analyzing concrete cracks, studying metal fatigue, and figuring out why a bridge decided to take an unexpected dip in the river. Think of it this way. Something goes wrong with a structure. Maybe it's a bridge collapse, a building settling way more than it should, or a dam that decides it's done holding back all that water. It's the forensic engineer's job to swoop in, put on their detective hats, and figure out exactly what went wrong. Was it a design flaw? Shoddy construction? Did someone forget to carry the one in their calculations? These guys and gals are the ones who get called in to investigate, and their findings are crucial, especially when it comes to legal cases. Because let me tell you, when a bridge collapses, you better believe the lawyers come running faster than a squirrel after a nut. And those lawyers need answers, which is where our forensic engineer friends come in with their expert reports and courtroom testimonies. Now you might be thinking, Mark, this sounds intense. Is it really that in demand? And the answer is a resounding yes. As our infrastructure ages and we keep building bigger and bolder structures, the demand for forensic engineers is only going up. Plus, it's not exactly an overcrowded field, which means you've got a good shot at landing a well-paying gig. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. This job can be pretty demanding. You're dealing with the aftermath of some serious situations, so you need to have a strong stomach, be able to think critically under pressure, and be a master of communication to explain complex engineering concepts to lawyers, judges, and juries. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're up for the challenge, it can be an incredibly rewarding and lucrative career path. Alright, for this next one, we're digging deep, literally. Get ready to explore the world of geotechnical engineering. Now, you might be wondering, Mark, what in the world is geotechnical engineering? Well, my friend, it's all about understanding the ground beneath our feet. These engineers are like the Sherlock Holmes of soil and rock. They analyze the properties of the earth to figure out how it will behave under pressure. Literally. Think about it. Every building, every bridge, every road, it all sits on the ground. And if you don't understand how that ground is going to react, well, you could have a recipe for disaster. Geotechnical engineers are the ones who figure out what kind of foundation a building needs, how steep a slope can be before it decides to go for a slide, and whether that tunnel you're planning to dig is going to cave in on itself. They are the unsung heroes of construction, making sure your fancy skyscraper doesn't end up looking like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And just like those forensic engineers, these folks are in high demand. Construction is booming all over the world, and nobody's building anything without consulting a geotechnical engineer first. They're the ones who make sure your project doesn't turn into a money pit. And that kind of expertise comes with a hefty paycheck. But here's the thing, it's not just about knowing your soil types. You've got to be able to analyze data, use some pretty sophisticated software, and communicate your findings to architects, construction crews, and even those high-flying developers. It's a collaborative field, so if you like working with a team and you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, this could be the perfect path for you. Okay, let's be honest for a second. Construction projects, as amazing as they are, can be absolute chaos. You've got hundreds of people, tons of moving parts, and budgets that would make your head spin. It's like trying to herd cats, but instead of cats, it's bulldozers and cranes. That's where our next high-paying civil engineering career comes in. Project management. Now, you might be thinking, Mark, project management isn't exactly a secret career path. And you're right, it's not. But what you might not realize is just how crucial project managers are to the world of civil engineering and how much they can earn if they're good at what they do. These are the folks who bring order to the chaos. They're the conductors of the construction orchestra, making sure everyone hits their marks at the right time and that the whole shebang comes together without a hitch. They're masters of budgets, timelines, and keeping everyone on the same page, which, let me tell you, is no easy feat when you're dealing with architects, engineers, contractors, and clients, all with their own opinions and deadlines. But here's the secret sauce of project management in civil engineering. You need to be more than just organized. You need to have a deep understanding of the entire construction process. You need to be able to read blueprints, understand the engineering challenges, and speak the language of construction. That's why a lot of project managers in this field start out as engineers themselves. They've been in the trenches, they know how things work and how they can go wrong, and they can anticipate problems before they even arise. And that, my friend, is invaluable. Companies are willing to pay top dollar for project managers who can keep their projects on track, on budget, and out of the courtroom. All right, for all you environmentally conscious engineers out there, this next one's for you. Let's talk about environmental engineering, a field that's not just about building a better future, but also about saving our planet. And the best part? It's a career path that's only becoming more important and more lucrative as we move forward. So, what do environmental engineers actually do? Well, they're the ones figuring out how to keep our air clean, our water pure, and our land free from contamination. They're the guardians of our environment, working on everything from designing wastewater treatment plants to developing renewable energy systems to cleaning up hazardous waste sites. And with climate change becoming an increasingly urgent issue, the demand for environmental engineers is skyrocketing. We need people who can develop innovative solutions to reduce our carbon footprint, create sustainable infrastructure, and protect our natural resources for future generations. But here's the thing, environmental engineering isn't just about hugging trees and saving the whales, although that's definitely a perk. It's about using your engineering skills to solve complex problems. You need to understand chemistry, biology, hydrology, and a whole lot of other ologies to design effective and sustainable solutions. And just like those project managers, you need to be a people person. You'll be working with government agencies, communities, and other engineers to get projects off the ground. It's a collaborative field that requires a passion for the environment and a knack for finding creative solutions to some of the world's biggest challenges. Okay, buckle up, because this last one is going to take you places. We're talking about transportation engineering, a field that's all about keeping the world moving safely and efficiently. And in a world that's more connected than ever, the demand for skilled transportation engineers is going through the roof. Think about it. Every time you hop in your car, board a plane, or even ride your bike, you're interacting with the work of a transportation engineer. These are the masterminds behind our roads, bridges, airports, railways, and even those bike lanes that keep you safe from traffic. They're the ones who figure out how to get you from point A to point B as smoothly and safely as possible. But here's the thing. Transportation engineering isn't just about building roads and bridges. It's about designing entire transportation systems that are efficient, sustainable, and adaptable to the ever-changing needs of our world. We're talking about things like intelligent transportation systems, high-speed rail networks, and even autonomous vehicles. And with the rise of smart cities and the growing need to reduce traffic congestion and emissions, the role of a transportation engineer is becoming more complex and more crucial than ever. These are the folks who are going to shape the future of how we move. And that means big opportunities for those with the right skills and passion. But it's not just about designing cool new technologies. Transportation engineers need to be problem solvers. They need to be able to analyze traffic patterns, assess environmental impacts, and design solutions that work for everyone. It's a challenging and rewarding field that's always evolving, which keeps things interesting and ensures that you'll never be bored. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and